What makes a good website?
Of course, everybody's idea of what is attractive varies. There's the saying, isn't there, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But the point is that you don't want a website to be over-cluttered. When a website is first looked at, it needs to be clearly defined, clearly laid out. You don't want the eye to be wandering all over the place, not knowing what to read or where to find the information that they're looking for. So you need a clean, clear, easy to follow design. That's very important. The navigation, now this is a very, very important point. You want to make sure that your navigation is easy to use. It's in an obvious location, perhaps at the side or across the top, or in an obvious location. And then when you go to the next page, the navigation hasn't jumped to somewhere else. They haven't got to go and look for it. It's important that they feel comfortable with knowing how to find their way around your website, and it's easy to use. It's also very important that the website is attractive, and there's something about it that makes it memorable, because if your website looks exactly the same as every other website, or it looks more or less exactly the same as your competitor's website, well, why should they come back to you? Why aren't they going to go to your competitor? What makes your website stick in their mind? So this is very important. Another important point is that you want to make sure that your contact details are easy to find. There's nothing worse than you've got a website, it's exactly what you're looking for, but you just can't find a link to find the telephone number or the email. So these, or perhaps a form to send through the contact details. It's worth bearing in mind as well that you do need to offer both, because there are generally two types of people that will use a website. You get those that prefer the personal touch. They prefer to actually hear a human being on the other end of the line. They want to talk to a person, and that reassures them. So if you've got a prominent sales number or a contact number, then they're the person that is likely to actually ring that and talk to you. On the other hand, if you do get the kind of people that just want to, they don't want the hassle of talking to someone, they just prefer to fill in a form or send an email and wait for the reply that way. And so if you offer both, well, then you're going to obviously capture all of the inquiries that you could, whereas if you don't offer one or the other, you could potentially be losing a lot of sales.